Here we go. Previously in the GodBreaking, you guys are trying to figure out a way, desperately trying to figure out a way to save Mistrala from the impending dragon attack. The one that was prophesied by Scarpio the Prolific. You guys made your way down to Westvane, the capital of Hasselin, and met there with Crown Prince Tyrell and the ensemble of national leaders and representatives that he had collected. You managed to gain most of them to your side, with tentative plans to ally forces to, in some way, purge or at least attack the demon stronghold in Rapnesh. But as you guys were talking, you found out, you ended last session finding out that the dragon attack was coming early, that the dragons were launching on the city of Mistrala. So you guys had made preparations with the mages in Mistrala to prepare a highly modified imprisonment spell that would sink the population of Mistrala down into the ground and protect them. They said it was possible, but you also found out from the dragon light that you have to do it at a certain time of day. Actually, in the conjunction between day and night, there's a span of about 10 seconds where as the light shifts from one to the other, dragons are rendered blind, essentially. They lose their ability to track or to see their prey. So your goal is to shift the city during that time. Of course, like I said, you ended last session in Westvane with Ava dropping to her knees, clutching her head, and crying out, "The dragons! They've come early!" And that's where we left off last week. What do you want to do?
Hey, Elwin, can you put me in this cannon?
The cannon is still being built. It is.
Oh.
You've been at it most of the day in Westvane. It's getting fairly late in the evening from where you are, actually. You figure it's like around 6:30 or 7 p.m.
Emergency SOS to the king. Like, if anyone wants to suck up some dragons, they can join us. I do not know.
Okay. King Tyrell, the 15-year-old boy king, says, "I heard some commotion. Lady Ava," he says, "what is the matter? You seem distraught." Ava is there, still clutching her head. He turns to you and says, "What is going on? Has she been hurt? Has she been wounded? I can fetch a healer."
Might be too late for that. It very much sounds like Mistrala's under attack. We need to move. Could you pass the word along? Anyone able-bodied and willing to beat down a few dragons, like
The
make your way
dragons!
to Mistrala?
He pauses for a second. He says, "We were prepared to combat a dragon here, but all my defenses are stationary. I have no way of moving my trebuchets and my enchanted ballista such a long distance." He says,
Understandable.
"Any aid that we can give you would have to be in manpower." He turns to the council and he says, and he gives them a brief proclamation. He asks for if anyone that they know or if they themselves would be willing to lend aid in the defense of Mistrala. All right, so there's commotion, there's talking all around the room, and your allies begin to discuss or to try to plan something. What do you guys want to do?
All right, so
I
we
have a
got
question.
Yes.
Let's see here. It's in room 3. A 30 foot by 30 foot. Oh, that'd only be like 6 squares by 6 squares, huh? Okay, that wouldn't be big enough. Never mind.
Deimos, did you say something?
Oh yeah, I was like, so are we gonna try to like shield the city, or try to put the city in like the kind of like shift it over a realm or pull the realm to cover the thing and right at dusk, hopefully before they come.
Your plan was to shift them underground right at dusk, so the dragons wouldn't be able to track them.
Isn't
we-
it after dusk or is it approaching
No.
dusk?
No, it's approaching. The sun is still in the sky, so on the map, let's see here. Let's see where we are. That's what I thought. Hasselin, or Westvane, the city that you're in, the blue circle, is on the same, basically, longitude, I think it's longitude, as Mistrala. So the time of day here is a time of day there.
All right. So, do we have a way to sink the city yet, or is that out of the question?
You have to go talk to the people in Mistrala.
Okay.
Ava, can you tell who is attacking? Do you think we could gate them away again and then try to fight them on a different plane? I turn towards my companions.
She turns to you and she says, "It's very odd." She says, "I just sense an incredible distortion and disturbance in the wards that we had set up around the city. I don't know exactly what's going on. We must go see. We must go aid them if Telephos needs our help."
So it might not be dragons. Okay,
No.
let's make a move on.
She says, It's quite significant. I can't imagine anything else would be able to cause such a disturbance. The wards around Mistrala are very strong. They've only
It
ever
might be
been
perfect.
breached."
All right. Let's
I
do
can
this shit.
check real quick.
I turn to King Terrell and I do mention, we'll be in touch, and let's go.
I could check real quick if you want before we go.
He turns to you. He says, "We will send reinforcements as soon as we are able. Please tell the mages to lower their wards, their teleportation defenses."
I nod, and I turn to Zadis going, how are you gonna check?
I'm gonna scry on the city.
Okay, you gonna do that? Cast
Well, I'm
takes 10
asking
minutes.
them if they want me to.
No, time seems to be off a certain urgency. If you
Yeah, I
have
think
something
we
that
should
can
just
work
go.
faster, then let's move.
Okay.
Okay, what are you doing? You going over? You going back to Mistrala?
We probably should.
Indeed.
Okay. Ava says, "Yes. The sooner the better." And she pulls out her violin, and she rapidly fiddles a couple notes across it, and as she does, a portal begins to open up, inscribed in the ground. Just 5 or 6 seconds pass, and she says, "Quickly, let us go.
Jump!
This will take us to a safe place in the city." And she jumps in.
And through we go.
I'll jump in after her.
All you and through.
All right, you guys arrive on the outskirts of the city, at a teleportation circle that she had set up, that had been set up there. And what you can see,
I'll be right back.
what you instantly feel as you arrive, is the ground vibrating and rocking rapidly. You look up and you see the silver spire itself swaying on its foundations, as the whole area is wrapped up in a pretty violent earthquake. You can see ahead of you the huts and the shacks and the temporary buildings that have been set up, as well as the remaining permanent structures, are beginning to topple. There's lots of screaming. People are panicking. Fathers and mothers are trying to desperately make sure their kids are out in safety, in the open ground, outside of any collapsing buildings. There's basic pandemonium all around the foot of the spire where the city is.
Can we tell what the epicenter is? Like where it's coming from?
It's the dragon underground.
Oh,
As best
good
you can
old
tell,
critters.
it's centered underneath the spire itself.
Oh crap.
Oh,
Good old Krigajard. Deimos, you got this one.
I'm gonna fly up in the air a little bit.
Okay, so like I said, you guys are on the outskirts of the city, so if let's see here. So if the spire is over here, Actually, the spire is much bigger than that. The spire is over here. The foot of the city, the foot of the spire, the city itself, kind of wraps around this perimeter like this. You guys landed right around there. Okay? You know, like, Liam's chapel is over here. Telephos's base camp is in this area over here. And the rest of the place is filled with the remnants of the city that once was, along with refugee camps and other buildings that hadn't really been destroyed in the last dragon attack. What y'all doing?
So should we bring out my friend? Or wait?
Oh, yeah, you said something about that. What was that again?
I have a pet dragon. He's standing right next to me.
Right.
He's your doppelganger, right? Or your simulacrum?
Yeah, yeah. Who's true polymorphed into adult silver dragon,
Okay.
and then shape changed into a humanoid.
Okay.
Do we want to get closer? And I get ready to transport via trees if there's a tree around the area that I remember.
Certainly. Yeah, you guys are,
Um,
a good mile away from the spire right now.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. Then I will transport via trees, everybody, and I'll get on my broom so I'm not on the ground because the ground feels shaky.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I flew up on my carpet.
Where are you trying to get to? Are you trying to get close to the chapel? Or are you trying to get close to Telephos' base camp?
Where the telephos would most likely be. Unless, do I feel like there's if there might be anybody at risk at the chapel or anywhere close to the base of the tower?
Okay, from where you are, there's just pandemonium everywhere.
Oh no,
So
no,
you don't
from
really know
like
for sure.
the locations that I recall, like where buildings were, where the wedding was, and all. If anything, that would probably be at risk if the tower got eaten by a freaking dragon.
I mean, depends if what happened for the tower, but you do recall that the chapel was a greatly damaged structure. You're concerned that in this earthquake right now, the chapel would probably be prone to collapsing.
Okay, then I tried to get people closer to the chapel then.
Okay.
Just in case.
You're able to get them over right about here. There's a pretty big grove outside near the chapel, so you guys teleport via tree over in this area, and you do see as you arrive. You do see that a large portion of the roof that remained has fallen down, and Liam is there, but it hasn't hit the ground necessarily. Liam is there, holding his staff high, and a golden radiant light is shining up, holding the stones and all the mason work in place. People all around him, acolytes are helping wounded people out of the building. And still the ground is shaking, and places and structures are beginning to fall and crumble. Statues and icons all along the walls are toppling over. You do see some people being hit by falling debris. For the most part, Liam is able to catch a lot of the falling building, but there's large portions of it that are outside his immediate range. People are screaming. People are frantic. The acolytes are frantically trying to help the wounded out. But it's general chaos here.
I am going to summon Hydron and just get him to like take some of that falling debris and like absorb it into his form so that people can keep moving under him.
Okay.
I'm going to go giant and try to like help people by carrying them or lifting up rubble if they're stuck under it, and just trying to block the general. I think. Like,
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
block the rubble
Yeah.
from falling on people.
Yeah, you see a couple pillars that are holding up a large portion of the roof, beginning to shake loose and begin to and start falling in towards each other. You rush over, shift into your enlarged form, and brace them apart with your arms, holding them steadily, buying time for the adolescents and the acolytes underneath that part of the roof to run away to safety. Hydron kind of flies up in the air, his form dampening a lot of the falling debris. He creates like an aerial torrent that deflects a lot of the debris and just greatly slows it down as it's falling. All right. How about the rest of you? What are you doing?
Hmm. Just a big, huge torrent of falling debris and shit.
Yeah, it's like I said, Liam is keeping the building itself from collapsing, but there's still random rubble that's falling down. You know, you're looking around and you see a large rock, about the size of a bowling ball fall down and hit one of the acolytes that's helping a wounded person. It crushes him on the back of the neck and the shoulders, and he just collapses down to the ground. The top half of his body just broken underneath the weight of the stone.
And this is just the cathedral that's collapsing, right?
Correct. Deimos, you doing anything?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so all this crap is falling around. We can't really figure out, like, how far away whatever's causing this is, or if it's getting, like, worse and worse, like, by the second, or...
It's pretty intense. It's definitely not lightening up. It comes in pulses, so the ground will shake pretty terribly for, a good 10 or 15 seconds, and then it'll let up briefly, and then it'll come and shake again, about 30 seconds later.
All right, can we, like, would this be similar to, like, one of the other times we saw Kirkashar going under the ground? Was there any tremors like this before?
No, you've never seen him do this before.
Oh, shit. All right. Fuck. In that case, I'm going to run around. Actually, I got some potions and other healing shit to, like acolytes who got knocked down, trying to help them all back up to their feet so they can keep going.
Okay.
As you're giving potions and whatnot.
As you're doing that, an entire wall on the opposite side of where Liam is begins to tip in. It's like the whole structure is beginning to collapse in on itself. The entire wall. It's a huge wall. You figure it's at least 150 feet wide, and 20 feet tall. All made of stone and glass. Begins to tip inwards towards where you are.
Towards the outside of the building.
No, inside of the building. There's like dozens of people within its falling range.
All right, start yelling, telling everybody to get out, or you're gonna die.
I will Are the group of people clustered together?
No, they're all spread out.
No.
Everybody out!
They're running as fast as they can. A lot of them are wounded. A lot of them are crippled or were being in the infirmary. So some of them are being dragged on stretchers, that kind of stuff.
I will slam my staff of the Magi into the ground, and I will conjure a rock elemental on the inside of the wall and command it to brace the wall.
Okay. It rises up out of the ground. Actually, from some of the falling boulders, they all kind of like suck together, and they form this massive rock elemental. And he braces the part of the wall with his huge arms. It slows it a little bit, but the wall is very long, so large chunks of it are still tipping in.
He's just buying time.
Can I have Hydron do he has Drown in Sorrows and Deluge Blow. Can I have him funnel water towards the people to make it into a water wave to just flood them out of the structure?
Yeah. You give him that command, he rushes over to the side and he turns his basic form into a huge wave and begins to and picks up and carries a lot of the wounded and broken and sweeps them out, rushes them out. Now they're being battered and knocked around a little bit.
Yeah, it's not going to be good, but at least it's not buried under rubble.
yeah, it's better than being crushed under the rubble. So with that move, it doesn't take long for the majority of the people underneath the wall to be swept out. Deimos, you do see two children still remaining. One's leg is caught under a rock as the wall begins to tip in on him, and on the other side, he looks like a teenage boy. Teenage boy is is lying unconscious on the ground in the path of the falling wall.
How close are they together?
Yeah.
About 30 feet apart from each other.
All right.
I
in
can
that-
protect one of them, Deimos.
Yeah, I'll get the guy with the rock on his leg.
All right, the one that's unconscious, I'll cast a force gauge over it.
Okay. Deimos, how are you helping the kid with the rock? You're just running, picking him up and running?
Pretty much picking up, and so does it look like if I keep running, even with the kid, the wall's gonna fall on top of us?
The wall is falling right now. It's tipping over right now.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna cast the, what's it called? Fucking move earth, not move earth. What's it called? Shit. Sorry. I have it here.
Deimos versus Vol. Who will win?
I'm gonna
Yeah, I don't-
track mine.
I'm assuming I can't. I wouldn't be able to just bust my way through the wall unless. Do you think I could? Do I think I
could
could bust
try.
my way through the wall?
Yeah, you might think about it. Maybe you might take some damage from the rock, but are you gonna try to punch the wall or punch a big, big hole
Yeah,
in the wall as it's
I'm
coming
gonna
down?
try to just try to do that, just and just protecting the kid from behind my shield, just kind of just run and keep whacking at that wall.
Okay.
I don't like kids
Well,
getting
it's coming
killed.
down. You stand over the kid. It's falling down, and you take your double hands and do a great big Star Trek punch at it. A double fisted punch. Adis, what are you doing?
How far away is the kid from me that's unconscious?
Not too far. 20 feet.
20 feet. I will Misty Step to the kid and then use the staff to cast Pass Wall on the wall that's falling and create an opening in it. So when it falls down, it'll miss us both.
Okay. So you and Deimos do something very similar. You do it through means of magic. Deimos does it through means of breaking it with his fists. Deimos, go ahead and roll a damage with your unarmed strike.
13 charges.
All right, you're able to crack a spot in the wall that's just enough for as it falls, it hits you, but the wall gives way and breaks and does not hit the child underneath you. You take a minimal amount of damage. Okay. As it falls, Liam turns to you, his spell holding basically the whole ceiling of the chapel up. He says, "Run, friends, run. The chapel is mostly evacuated."
I grab the kid and fly up.
Okay.
And I'll dismiss the elemental.
Earth Elemental. Okay.
Yeah. After telling him thank you.
Okay. Deimos is already out because of the wall break. Albrecht, you bust your way through a wall. Renly, you kind of magic room yourself out, dragging a young child with a young child in tow. And as that happens, the whole
I'm gonna have
building-
Hydron submerge Liam, as in just cover Liam in a bubble of water as everything starts to fall.
Okay, it's good.
Is it
good.
it falling on Liam?
He's holding it up. I do not know if we can move him.
No,
Yeah,
but I can protect him.
Dork!
It's all begins to come down, and Hydron goes up and braces himself above, slowing the impact of a lot of it. A lot of it's still coming down towards Liam.
Okay, I'll put a force gauge over him.
Okay.
Because we
And
can't
just
let
in
this
time.
dude die.
Your force cage goes up, and the mountains of rubble collapse down on top of him. Hydron instantly goes down and bursts through the piles of rubble, and he quickly clears away huge stones and debris and rock away, and underneath there you still see Liam intact inside the force cage. Well timed, my friends. But quickly, the entire city is in great distress. We must aid as many as we can.
Would you allow me to just remove one wall from the force cage so he can walk out without the whole thing still killing him?
Yeah. And Hydron has
Okay.
cleared a lot of the rubble away from around him, so him getting out
Okay,
is not a
cool.
problem.
Alright, cool.
Okay, so the people from the chapel are evacuated. You look around, the chapel was a larger structure. There are a few smaller structures around, but mostly people are getting out. But all around you, these buildings have collapsed and are falling. Up above you, the spire itself sways violently back and forth underneath this earthquake. This is a massive earthquake. You guys see all around you. People are having trouble balancing and standing on the ground.
Ava, have you contacted Teleforce? What is going on?
Ava says to you, Yes, yes. Telephos is near his base camp. He has gathered with him many of our most powerful mages, and he says that he is ready to cast the imprisonment spell. She looks up. Yes. But the time is not right. Quick, we must go see him.
I nod. Yes.
Okay. You guys making your way over to where Telephos is?
Definitely.
Alright. On the map, you guys travel that way via flight. Ava casts a flight spell on all of you. You guys lift off the ground, and above the ground you're immune to, obviously immune to the shaking earth. But you can see as you lift up higher, all around you, people are screaming and toppling over. There's buildings crashing down. There are many wounded and multiple deaths. But for the most part, the structures were temporary, so not a lot of people were dying because of them falling. You guys fly over to where Telephos' base camp is, yeah?
As we're flying over there, is there any significant cluster of guards?
Sure, yeah, there's guards everywhere helping each other. Helping pedestrians and people. But yeah, what's up?
I want to look for the biggest group of guards.
Okay. Roll a d20.
I want to... Okay.
You see a few scattered groups, mostly 2, 3, or 4 guards at a time, all clustered together. That you don't really see a large cluster of guards.
I'll keep looking on the way over.
Okay.
I'm looking at my basic goal is to find a group of guards that I need 10 guards that are close to each other, relatively speaking.
Okay. As you're doing that, as you guys are flying over, so on the map,
Can we see the pulsing, like where it's coming from?
underground, deep underground, way underneath, it's centered under the spire itself.
Okay, directly centered. Okay.
Okay.
Teleport.
As you guys fly over from the chapel to the base camp. When you get to around here, right? You hear a voice calling out, a voice crying, just shouting out to the people. You hear the voice saying, "Woe upon you, people of Mistrala! For you have brought upon yourself the ire and the wrath of the gods. Yes. But do not fear. This is not a day of mourning. This is a day of redemption. For as you are purged by dragon wrath, you will be reborn in the might of the great red god." You hear a voice shouting that from near the base of the spire.
Can I see who it is?
I ask if anyone
Um,
recognizes this voice.
Looking down, getting your attention, you have a hard time picking him out from amongst all the people, the masses, and the rubble, and the vibration on the ground below. Renly cannot see him either.
I am very confused. Keep moving.
Maybe I can see him.
The two of you instantly make catch amongst your gaze. They are standing near the foot of the spire, just calling out to the people all around him. His arms spread wide. He doesn't necessarily seem to be affected by he's standing on the ground, but not necessarily wobbling and toppling over, like losing his balance, like all the people around him. Is this individual?
Oh,
I don't
Come on.
recognize him.
Is he a bad guy?
Damus, I think you're the only one who recognizes him. Who is he?
isn't that the dragon dude?
No, I don't recognize him, dude.
He looks familiar.
I agree, but I have no idea who he is.
You
So
seen him
he's
before.
basically Doomsaying in the middle of a middle of a crisis.
Yeah. You
How
guys
far
see
away is
Infinity
he?
War? Have you guys seen Infinity War?
Yeah.
I haven't.
You know Ebony Maw, whenever he's walking around telling people about how they're so lucky to be killed by Thanos.
Ah,
That's what this guy's doing.
How far
Shit.
away is he from us?
You guys are up in the air. I see you're like 30 feet up in the air. So, say he's 50 feet away from you on the ground, below you.
I conjure a earth elemental in 90 feet above his head.
Okay. And you're
That
wanting
should-
to.
that- Yeah, and it will directly above his head, and it will fall, and hopefully silence his idiocy.
Do you
Because we don't have
need
time to.
to conjure an elemental? Do you need rocks,
It's
or does
a
it just
staff.
appear?
Oh, I don't know. Oh nope, you have to choose an area of, so I can't conjure it in the air. Never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Shit, where do we see this guy before? Oh, wait. Is this
Wait, you
the
said he's
dude?
next to the spire, right?
He's near the spire. Yeah.
And
Isn't-
the spire's made out of stone, is it not?
Yep.
I will
Well,
draw
it's
it for-
highly enchanted stone. You're not gonna be able to pull stone from the spire to make an earth elemental.
Oh, okay. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Is this the dude that like tried to take over the kingdom?
Nope.
No. He's not the dragon dude, right?
Oh, which dragon, dude?
Like the fuck.
Can
Which
I
one was
do a insight on him to see if he's just a nut job or if he actually has ill intent in what he's doing?
When you Deimos, roll me
It's
a
like,
history
I
check.
remember. Ugh.
He does seem very familiar to you.
Guys, I
You
think this guy
recall
was.
seeing him a while ago, but you've been through a lot.
I don't know where his
Elwin's-
ass
would-
is, so I'm just
Would
moving.
Elwin would have been around when this guy was around, wasn't he?
Yeah, for sure. And so would Albrecht.
Much as-
So you guys recognize that he is. Let's see here. When the you saw him briefly. You only saw him ever once briefly in this form. But Albrecht, you vaguely remember it. When the Tarask, when Inkamel was attacking Ospium, you guys moved to you guys set a beacon on the opposite side of the city, and to call the dragons to arrive there to lend their aid. And when you went there, you saw the dragons in their humanoid forms.
He's the storm one, isn't he?
This guy was one of them.
Yeah. Wasn't he the storm dragon?
Yes.
Or is this?
That's what it was.
So Praktinic is doomsaying on the ground while Krigazard is shaking up the earth.
Yes.
We're assuming Krigazard is shaking up the earth. We actually don't know.
Are you
Okay.
saying this that you recognize him?
Yeah,
they
it's
recognize
Praktinic. It's Praktinic.
Death
AKA
is your
Doom-
deliverance. It is not something to be feared, but embraced. Come, accept your doom at the hands of your dragon masters.
Yeah, we should just go to Telephos and try to sink the city. If he's technically in prison too, that's one less problem for us to deal with, so.
Well, we'll all be trapped in the prison with a rampaging dragon.
No, you get put in stasis inside the sphere.
Oh.
You can't do anything inside the sphere. You're basically in suspended animation.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's, again, one less problem for us to worry about if he's in there. If it holds him, but,
I
Yeah,
do
but-
not know where this fellow is, so I'm just moving on with
He's
Ava
a
towards.
Dragon. One of those dragons.
No,
He's
no,
one of
she
those guys.
she knows who he is now. She doesn't know where he is right now.
Yeah, I
She rolled
rolled a
natural
one,
one.
so I'm just like moving on, going like, okay, so okay, he's an ass, okay, and then like I keep moving towards Telephos.
Yeah, definitely should move towards Telephos.
So
You guys
we
travel
soldier on.
along, flying over him. You eventually make it to Telephos' base camp, and there you see Telephos with, um, you know, about what's it called, 24 mages around him, 23 mages around him, so there's 24 total, including him. Standing there, they gathered together. He's ushered the majority of the remaining mages out into the city to try to save lives, but he's gathered these here. These are the most powerful of the mages. So Ava, as you guys land, she rushes straight over to him and throws herself into his arms. And she says, "Oh, Telly, I was so worried." She says, "What is going on here? Are there many wounded? Are there many killed?" And you see Telephos make some quick hand motions to her. She says, "Oh, thank the gods. What are we to do?"
Are
Telephos
there
points up
any normal
to the
guards
sky.
around?
Yeah, there's plenty. Well, a lot of them are involved with helping people, but there's a few that are just keeping watch.
Are there anywhere near 10 of them just standing around, not really doing a whole lot?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna gather them up and tell them to save as many people as they can. I'm gonna mass polymorph them all into giant eagles.
Giant eagles.
Yes.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be a downgrade?
From Minotaurs.
No, because they can fly, so they won't be affected by the ground shaking, and they can fly people into the area we're gonna submerge.
Okay. They fly off and they head out to the outskirts of the town and they begin to pick up people from the outskirts that are in the most peril or the least mobile, and they begin to they head off and they begin to do that.
There are two dragons, one above ground, one below. You need us to buy time?
Telephos makes some signs and he gestures at the sky. Ava says to you, she says, "Telephos says that he is able, with the aid of these other of our most powerful mages here, to cast the spell. Thankful, of course, it would not be possible without the huge ball of mithril that you brought along with you. But with that in tow, he's able to do this thing. In this area," she points to and you see a large inscribed circle along the ground. It's about, 100 yards by 100 yards.
Okay.
Is there a specific spot they want the sphere?
The orb?
Yeah.
You left it there. I mean, they've moved it to the
No,
center
it's
of the
still
circle.
sitting in my demi-plane.
Oh,
Remember,
okay.
I shoved it back
They want
in
it
when
there.
the mage, but being
Right, yeah, they want it
dicks.
there in the center of the.
Hey, Deimos, help me out.
What?
It's a freaking giant ball of mithril the size of a Volkswagen bug.
Oh, that's probably like
Yeah.
what?
So I open up the demi-plane and
17
you help me
tons?
push it out. Yeah.
I mean, I'll try.
Do you want to just push it out
Sure.
over there?
Yeah, yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
you don't want to ask the giant 15-foot tall dwarf who's more wide than he is tall.
Well, we'll probably need both of you.
That is true. Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Good thing is it's round, so it rolls.
Yeah.
This is a
So the three
giant
of you are able
mithril
to-
square.
Along with
And
the
then it
direction
gets stuck
of,
at a rock.
along with under the direction of one of the higher powered archmages here. You guys are able to place it precisely where it needs to be in relationship to the runic perimeter that they've set up. Ava says, "We can cast a spell. We need time, though. We need time, and as Telephos gestures to the sky, she says, we need to do it at the proper moment. It will take several minutes to ramp the spell up, and then we must release it precisely at the moment where the sun sets and night shifts into, or day shifts into night." Okay.
Sounds good.
How will it be affected by the dragon in our midst? And I mentioned the dragon that was somewhere where I couldn't see, but everyone else knew.
She says, "Every creature who is inside the circle will be affected by the spell. Whether or not the dragon will succumb to it, we do not know. But,"
Shit. Okay.
she looks at Telephos and she says, "Telly has a greater concern. whatever creature, this creature beneath the earth that is shaking the spire to its core, she says, he fears that even if we were able to shift the population of our city at the right moment, if the being is beneath the earth, he won't be able to see, but he will be able to feel the presence of our entire population as it descends downward.
Isn't that the point of doing it at the proper time, so that way he loses you guys?
He would feel the. What she means is he would feel the tremor in the earth as the.
It's sort of like
Oh,
another earthquake as it gets
yeah.
shifted under.
It affects their sight. The sunset affects their sight. It doesn't affect, necessarily their other senses.
Okay. Do we have a way of creating a giant earthquake spell?
Does anyone have gate again?
I do.
If you could like get it out of the earth and like fight it above ground or somewhere like maybe in a different plane.
My friend could castigate. I can't.
Okay. The best you can tell, you guys have about 20 minutes until the sun is set.
So, quick question. Once you guys sink the city and has been sunk, it will cause no disturbance within the rock itself. So we just basically have to get them.
Correct. Once the spell has been finished, they'll be in stasis deep beneath the earth, and they'll be untrackable. Or at least they won't make any sound, they will have no sense, they will... Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Because, then we can definitely somehow lure Krigajard out. I'm mainly thinking we can do it by having Deimos be an asshole about killing his son.
I didn't kill his son.
What is with you and killing people's loved ones? Like, for real.
What are you talking
You
about?
did.
I didn't kill no loved ones.
Wait, you did?
This is
Oh my
one of the-
god!
This is one of the
Again? This is like the third one in the row?
Whoa. You guys can't prove nothing. Alright?
Jesus Christ.
I got 11
I'm
charisma.
a
I get
mage
myself
and
out of anything.
I can see all your memories.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
I'm a cleric, so I can like pull out your intestines through your
Like that time in the alley
Uh-huh.
with the
What
little
time?
goblin chick.
I don't know why you're trying to spy on little goblin chicks in the alley. I'm really starting to judge you.
Should we,
Should
should
we-
we,
I mean,
I
each your
think-
own, bro.
should we plane shift to the plane of wind?
I'm gonna plane shift this guy to the plane of pedophiles, I think.
So either we take Deimos to a giant field and have him start being an asshole, or we plane shift to the plane of wind and cast Gate similarly to how we did to Shaylin.
Yeah. Well, we could gate the one dude in the city, and we'll help you in
could
stasis, all that stuff.
try.
But
If it takes us 20 minutes to deal with the one underground, we're probably dead by then. So, but that's like what 200 rounds.
yeah. I mean, we can go somewhere else. I mean, I may
Also,
quote unquote not be wearing his son's wing on my arm,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we wanted to get him somewhere.
but we're totally bros
Just
now.
remember, the problem with the Gate spell is that we could barely fit Shaylin through.
Oh shit!
It took two
This
of us.
guy's about
faster.
15 times bigger than Shaylin.
Fuck, his claw will come into. Maybe you can just, have him sniff you and draw aggro by being like, "Here's your son's, appendage," and then he'll get us and then follow
Yeah,
us.
no, I'm thinking we just go to a giant open field where there's not a lot of casualties, and Deimos, can you be a little bit of an asshole taunting guy and get Kirkajard's attention?
Yeah, can you send him, like, do a sending on him and be like, "Hey, your son says hi." I don't know.
I mean, I could channel my inner. I'm a good person.
Channel
I don't know
your
if
inner.
I'm a bad guy.
Can you channel your inner Euphemia, Deimos?
Oh, if you say it like that, I got a great euphemic personality. Fuck you guys.
Or you could channel your
You can't
inner
see me.
child
You
murdering.
can't see me. First
At
off,
the dragon, not of dragon.
I'm in another plane. You guys can't see me right now.
God. Be more
That is
specific when you
one-
get suggestions.
Hey,
That is one thing Deimos hasn't
Deimos,
done is he hasn't murdered a child yet.
I haven't murdered a child yet.
you killed
love
this
how he
dude's kid. You killed this dragon's kid. That's murdering a child.
No, he was an adult kid.
No, that was a super old adult.
You still killed a kid. You still
that's
killed somebody's child.
No, I mean that's not a kid.
He killed
I
a
think-
progeny
I-
who was an adult.
I think the pervert has something like where he doesn't know what kids are yet. I mean, technically, I
Anyways,
killed a child, but not a kid.
Let's
Hey,
move it.
Deimos. Hey,
I'll
Deimos.
tell-
I got a proposition for you, Deimos.
No, I'm not into you. And I
No,
walk
not
away.
that kind of not that kind of proposition.
Not the time and place.
Yeah,
I mean, I respect
always-
you, and
I
I think
always
you'll get
figured you
somebody.
were. I figured you were all talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're just all talk.
Yeah, 100% all
As you guys are
talk.
saying they're talking,
Can't accept any
Up-
challenge.
I'm totally
so
trying to get
let's go,
people
Renly.
to somewhere.
Renly, let's go do a thing with
as,
this
as,
guy.
as you guys are talking, from around the corner, you see an individual walk out to you on his own two legs, his arms there holding a large sword behind him. Says, "That's right. Always knew it. Always knew it, you bunch of homos. Bunch of homos. I heard it. I heard it. Him saying he wanted you, and you saying, take me, I'm yours.
Oh, I love this guy. This guy's
Bunch
the
of
best.
God damn it.
Hey, you want to fight
Here he is.
fight a gigantic
Earth-
dragon?
Hey, you.
Yeah.
Hey, you,
I grab him.
Catman.
And I pull him. I pull him with me.
This world is
Dude,
ending
long
around
time
you.
no
That's
see.
right. And all you
Yeah.
can think about is grabbing me in the ass.
Oh, not there, but I mean, it was kind of a pain because you just shit everywhere. And did you have a rash from that? Because we just tied
Oi.
that shit up.
Oi,
We're sitting there for
look.
a while.
I got my arms. I got my guns back. He flexes
Yep.
his arms like in the air, like a bodybuilder pose. He says, "You don't want a piece of this. I'll mess you
No,
up. I'll break that
oh.
face in. I'll
Yeah,
break that
probably
face so
would.
hard in.
Oh, you're so tough. I bet you could become like a new Dragon Lord or something. Come on with us, bro.
If the world weren't ending around me, I'd break you in half. I'd break you like the big pussy you are."
Oh, whoa. Technically,
What color
vaginas are
dragon
very
born
tough.
is he?
He's blue.
Blue.
Yeah, bro, come on. Come on with us, right? You want to get vengeance on, or you at least want to see us all die, right?
He says, well, no.
Cool. Then you might as well help us because you're a big, strong man, and big, strong man.
That's
won't
what
let-
I am. That's
Well,
what I am.
can
Can
uh,
you just-
And you still owe me. You still
Yeah,
owe
what's
me
up?
gold and
Yeah.
diamonds. I've been able to buy exactly 0 bitches since I've been in this town.
Whoa.
Hey, how would you like to be a real dragon?
He looks at you
Stop
and he says,
polymorphing people.
I am a real dragon.
No,
Yeah.
you're a dragonborn. You're not a real dragon. You don't have wings.
That's because you have not seen this. And he grabs his crotch. If you saw this, you'd know what the dragon was. You don't want me to unleash the dragon.
That's not a dragon. You would have a
No,
bigger one.
believe
if you were
me.
a real dragon.
Believe me, puny human. This is the dragon.
Okay, so I'm gonna start placing gold coins on the ground. It's like kind of
Nope.
like
He bends down and starts picking
and
them up.
and like a lion. It's going to Renly. Like I'm baiting him.
He bends down. He starts picking them up.
I'm like totally stealth while I'm doing this. Like I'm totally not like
Yeah,
tricking him.
he starts throwing them in his bag. It is 1 bitch, 2 bitches, 3 bitches, 4 bitches.
Yeah, I'm super stealthy while I'm doing it too.
Hey, can you just plane shift us to the elemental plane of air?
No, we
Oh,
need to send for
We
that
don't
the
have that
dragon.
power. I can't cast gate. I can't cast it.
Well, Damus can cascade once we get there.
No.
One
he won't
gate's
fit.
not enough.
We need to just send for the dragon, have him see Deimos so he gets aggro to Deimos, and then we plane shift away and he will follow us.
Yeah.
Because he will want to murder Deimos and eat him alive. So, yes.
Okay,
What if Deimos was riding a dragon?
I don't care, he'll
I
still want to.
I
why are
literally
you
rode Krigashar.
polymorphing people into dragons?
Yeah.
I don't need to polymorph someone into dragon to make you a dragon rider. I already have a dragon.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
anyway.
I've already ridden Krigashar. I wouldn't downgrade.
You rode Krikashar, okay.
No, we're like legit sweet bros now.
Oh, I thought you would deepen your relationship if you rode him. Okay, fine.
He,
Whoa.
he
Different
wrote-
kind of riding.
He wrote
Different kind of riding.
Vork
wrote
loves to see
some part of him.
Vork rose up to you and says, he rode that dick. He rode the D. This one here, I know it. He likes to ride the D. He was trying the whole time we were down in hell. He was trying to fill me up, trying to get me to do all sorts of things to him. But
Okay.
no, I would not. I spurned him. Give me that gold.
Congratulations.
I pull out a few blood chips. I'm just like, oh man, it'd be a shame if I called my little buddy right now. I'd do anything for these blood chips. He pleases you in all sorts of ways.
I'm gonna spend that on gold and diamonds.
Oh, yeah, no. Just keep following me. And I keep just like sticking down just like random money on the ground. Just,
Yeah,
you know,
keeps,
kinda, like,
he's picking them up.
bad food.
Every gold coin he picks up and throws in his pouch, he counts 14 bitches, 15 bitches.
Adis, can you teleport us to a random empty plane where there will be no casualties?
We need to send for the dragon first, or he won't come to us.
Well,
Alright.
let's not send for him in the middle of Mistral.
Exactly, we need to teleport somewhere, like even just in
Yeah,
the outskirts.
That's what I just said. Can you teleport us, or Elwin?
Or we can have maybe one of these mages try it.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways, I told Televos that we're 90% sure we can distract Krigajard and they can sink the city in the meantime.
Yeah, so
I think Elwin should be able to teleport us, so we should be good.
Yeah, someone
Yeah,
can
'cause
definitely teleport.
It'd be better if Elwin did it. For magic
Elwin.
conservation's sake.
Elwin doesn't have 7th level spell slots, so you would have to use 8th or 9th.
Ah,
No more slots in your ring. Oh, yeah, use
Nope.
them all up.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll do a quickie plane shift. I will plane shift us to.
Hold on. Hold on.
we need to
It was
just-
teleport.
I
Not
can't
plane
Ava
pull.
says,
can you give
Ava
one of these
says-
guys teleport?
I can send you where you need to go.
Okay, because that would make things way easier.
5 miles outside of the city.
Yeah, just any random plane that's close, any random field that's close enough to the city where if Deimos starts taunting Krigajard, he will probably be able to hear him.
Okay, so a field outside the city limits, but close enough that Krigashard would be able to track Deimos down, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Ava nods her head. She says, "Indeed, I can. I know exactly the place of which you speak. It would be perfect for situations such as this." And in that moment, wait, Deimos, you back yet? No. He's gone. Well, Vork leans over to Deimos and says, "Oi, if you want homo, you'd be struck with how beautiful that woman is. But I would warn you. He says, you don't want to mess with her, just because that guy." And he points a finger at Televos. "That guy will fuck you up. Fuck you up. So, even though my warning is wasted on you because you homo, just so you know, don't mess with her. He'll fuck you up." And he bends back down to pick up more gold.
Congratulations on your relationship, by the way. It's a wonderful new world, yes.
By the way, what's her name? I can't think of her name. Telephos' wife begins to teleport us. I would say make
Ava.
sure he comes
Ava.
with us. Yeah, as Ava begins to teleport us, I'm like really pointing at him, trying to indicate that she should teleport him with us.
She nods and she casts a spell and pushes you all forward. In what your eyes, it's what your consciousness is a few feet. You get shoved backwards, but in reality, you get transported several miles away. Okay. So you get sent to a field outside of the foot of the spire. So if you're looking at the map, you guys were here. Up there. Ava sends you way out to the outskirts in this direction. Okay? So
I
definitely a
dismiss
couple miles
Hydron.
outside town.
And I
Alright.
get new mix.
Okay.
We ready?
Yeah. High five, everybody.
I
So
give
Ava
Deimos
didn't go
a
with you.
high five.
Telephos, she stayed back there. Vork is there with you.
Oh
Um,
god.
Vork is there with you, and you look around, and as you arrive there on the field, you look around and you see an individual there grinning with a toothy, pretty hideous looking grin. What are you doing? You cannot forestall the inevitable.
Send for him.
Yeah, I'm like, Deimos, go ahead, channel your inner Euphemia, and give it to Krigajard about how you killed, that dragon in the cave in the name of Tempest.
Wait, so is it so we got the dragon below us, and then we got the guy who's in the middle now in front of us again?
Yes,
so
we've aggroed
He's-
2
he's standing
dragons.
there in front of you. He says,
Hey.
wasting your time.
No. Shut up for a second. Shut up for a second. All right, I got important
Just
stuff
accept
to
the
do.
blessing that is
Hey,
death.
I said,
My dragon.
shut up. Here, let me talk real fast, okay, bitch? I like take a deep breath. I'm just like channel inner
What
bard.
words would you
Just
have
like-
for the great Krigajard? He
Yo,
is set
Krigajard.
on his task. The
Don't-
grand
Don't forget.
goddess
Don't forget
Tiamat
that I totally
has
like
sent him to this task.
accidentally killed your son, and I'm totally not wearing part of his body on my armor because he looks really cool. Well, I mean, part of his dead body does.
Is that all you have?
No. Like, really, I punch him in his face really fucking good. Fucking twist that shit around. He didn't like it at all. He was like, oh no, Deimos, please stop. I'm like, fuck no, you're gonna call me daddy because guess what? I made him my bitch. And he forgot all about you because I'm his daddy now. Then I killed him because I don't give a shit about him.
Krigajard will not heed to your pathetic taunts.
Yo, Krigashar, guess what? I rode on top of you. You were my little bitch. Without me, you would have died. Just like your son, father like son. Totally needs Deimos. Because without Deimos,
Krigajard was a male, was he? He leaned over to
Before
you elbow.
Vork
I
can
don't
even
know.
speak, I put my hand over Vork's mouth. I see out of the corner of my eye, his mouth opening. I silence him for right now. While I love your
Okay.
banter between you and Deimos, now is not the time, buddy.
the best part about like your son's wing is like it's like machine washable. So after I wipe my ass with it enough times, taking a bunch of big old shitterinos after eating these chimichangas, like it just works out great. And I just really want to give you credit for that because at least your son has some use, which is more of just like a reusable toilet paper.
So are you just saying this, or is someone's casting a spell that makes it so
I
that
thought
Krigajard
I
would
thought
be
he
able to
cast
hear you?
sending.
Did you cast sending? Did
Oh,
someone
I thought
cast
someone
sending, or
cast
are you
it.
are you just talking?
I thought someone said it, to be completely honest. I don't have that spell. I thought someone cast that in.
We're fucked.
It doesn't.
I cast
wait,
message.
Wait, I do,
but I do not know him.
I do have this. So I'm yelling it really loud into the ground. Like I'm looking really dumb right now, and
All right,
like
you
I'm
have
just yelling.
domination.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah,
Oh.
bitch. It's okay. Whatever. It's no big deal. I mean, like, it'd be a shame if I had to stick your body and like I know another random part of my armor. You look really good on it though, but probably too much of a bitch. Probably wouldn't come out here. You know, too busy hiding below the ground. Like I don't even know what they call them, squirrels or bunny rabbits. I don't know what you are. but-
Chipmunks.
yes. Sorry, Lord Chipmunk Dragon Man.
You won't come.
Why?
You won't listen to your pathetic taunts because Tiamat set him to a task, and he will
What
not.
did Tiamat tell you to do?
Tiamat needs tell me nothing.
Oh,
There was no need for her to tell me anything.
oh,
I, unlike the others, went along willingly.
why?
Krigashard, his mind is enslaved. The only way for him to be broken away from his task is for me to call him here.
Oh, that's super cool. So what you're saying is we literally beat the living shit out of you. That like we can like, you'll do that for us. Because I mean,
only
that'd be
reason
kind of great.
I am
What's
here
your
is to
favorite?
see
What's your
your
most prized
pathetic,
possession of your body?
pathetic
Because
lives
besides,
descend into abject misery as all you have fought for, all you that you love, descend into chaotic, burning redemption by the dragon gods.
wait, you're a god now? What?
Not I.
This guy talks too much.
This sounds like a win-win. We kill him and he gets Trigger Shard. Either way, we're good. Let's do it.
Well, remember
Um,
he's a dragon lord, so this is his human form. AKA Adis, can you plane shift us away real quick, and then Deimos, cast gate in that new plane, and when he is summoned there in his human form, which he can fit through your gate, Krigajard will be forced. He will be forced to summon Krigajard to him.
I think if we plane shift, he's just gonna follow us.
Yeah. It doesn't
Well,
plane shift him.
No, yeah, we plane shift him. He's not going to care where that we plane shift, and then we cast gate on him the same way we did with Shaylin. Once he is here, I'm going to guess he's going to call Krigajard to him. That would be my
I'm
guess.
gonna stick my sword up
How
his ass.
far away is this guy? How far away is this guy from us?
He's he's not standing right next to you. He's kind of standing. Let's see. He's not floating or anything like that. He's a good 40 or 50 feet away from you guys, in the same plane that you're in, on the same area of the world that you're in. But he's just standing pretty far back, watching you, taunting you.
I will turn to him.
I look at him and I say, you sure talk a lot. So why don't you come and fight us? And I slam my staff into the ground and I plane shift us all. What kind of have you guys ever said what kind of dragon he is?
He is
Storm.
lightning. Storm?
But we do not want water or air, I think. We want fire or earth. But if he calls Trigger so we want fire.
Yeah, let's go fire again.
As we are being teleported, I do
does-
say, at least you won't be able to, keep talking at us if you're on a different plane.
Does
sort of.
the plane of the robots exist?
Plane of the robots.
With
Yeah.
all that metal that he can electrify.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
There's essentially a god that lives there if it exists.
So he can, short fuse, low fuse.
No, they're not that kind of electronics. They use gears. They don't use computers.
Yeah.
But
I'm
they're
just
metal, right?
What? Yeah, they're metal, aren't they?
Oh,
No, I'm gonna.
depends on whether it exists.
I wouldn't depend on any gods in this particular
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah, most of them are dead.
My guy doesn't know that. My guy's
told
been
him
back
a
on
bunch
this
of times
plane
they're
for
totally
like
dead.
2 months.
The
Plane of
gods
fire.
are dead.
Plane
Yeah,
of
flame of
fire.
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 All right, Mr. Storm, bro. You can't catch
You're
us.
gone.
Fuck you, and I'll eat your face.
Talk to the clouds! And then, yeah.
Okay, so you guys
As-
vanish away to the elemental plane of fire. Okay.
I count to 6. If he doesn't show up, let me know.
Deimos can cast
Oh.
gate if he doesn't show up.
Oh, thanks, but I don't get anymore.
Why'd you get rid of that spell?
Because he's not the gating type of dude.
Why would I have gate?
Yes.
And I can turn Super Deimos. That's my 9th level.
Well, gate's not a 9th level; it's an 8th level, isn't it?
No, it's 9th.
Yeah, it's an 8th level spell, I think.
Oh, maybe.
Let me double check.
It's number 9
It's
on.
9th level spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
9th level spell.
I get rid of Numix. I get Cinder. God.
If we don't have a gate, then we might as well just go back because I can't gate him.
What about your doppelganger?
If he casts gate, he can never cast another 9th level spell again.
It's wish. You'd have to cast it through wish, or
No, once he uses a spell slot, he never gets it back.
Yeah, simulacrums don't
so
get their stuff
What
back.
is your plan? Your plan is to wait for him to show up and then we gate away?
No, we fight him
We
No, he
fight
was gonna
him.
gate him if he didn't come. If he comes, we're just gonna stomp his face in.
until he either begs for freedom, dies, or calls his bro.
Yeah, it calls Krigajard.
Oh,
The point
right.
is, they're trying to get Krigajard away.
hmm
Okay. Well, I definitely do have gate. I was messing around.
Oh.
Asking my gate all
Well,
the
if he
time.
doesn't show up within
What
10
type of
seconds,
person are you?
if he doesn't show
You
up
got a
within,
fetish for gates or
if he
something?
doesn't show up within like 10 seconds, gate him here.
How am I gonna gate him here?
Because you know
There's
his name.
Yeah, there's a mode on gate that lets you summon creatures you know
Yeah,
the
you
name.
just cast it, say his name, and it yanks his ass through it.
What's his name?
Practinic.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Alright, so you're gonna summon him?
Well, we
Well-
wait for like 30 seconds, 6 seconds. Does he show up? Does he keep talking to the air?
As you leave, you see him you hear him calling out behind you about the virtues of dragonkind and how your imminent demise is not something to be feared but to be embraced because it's a blessing that you're able to be killed by such a superior species and that kind of stuff. You guys vanish and you wait a little bit. Nothing else happens.
Yeah, gate him, Deimos.
Okay.
As he goes to
Hey,
turn
bro,
into
you
that
should gain
form.
him some hot lady.
Oh. Oh, shit. Actually, let me think about that.
You're a priest.
Yeah. I'm not a priest. I like punching shit. And there's a punching god.
What type of priest are you? Not that kind.
Yeah. So this bitch's idea sounds like a really good idea.
It's not what a 19 intelligence check should tell you.
Well, I mean,
No, right?
you gotta think about priorities here.
Oi,
Eh?
I got the gold now. I can buy the bitches. I can buy 25 bitches. Last time I counted with my 25 gold pieces.
I
For
don't
at least
want
5
to know
minutes.
what type of. I said I don't even want to know what type of bitches you're buying with 25 with a single gold
I
piece.
can buy one bitch, one bitch for an hour, or 25 bitches for 2 minutes. Of course, more is better, right?
Deimos, if
What?
you don't gate Practinicure, I will never ever forgive you, and you will have lost your spotting buddy.
Bro,
Oh, that is rough. That is rough.
why would you
Hey,
do
bro,
that?
I know you can lift more than him, bro.
That's
I'll
probably
be your
true.
lifting buddy with my telekinesis.
That's probably true, bro. But then, if they don't want to help, I mean, what would they do without heals? Okay.
So you guys are
I'll
gating?
cascade.
Alright.
I'm flying away from wherever he's casting the gate because I don't want to be right on
Is
it
there-
when this asshole comes through.
Is there a save for gate?
I
No,
literally have no idea.
Nope.
the only way it can be stopped
Spell.
is by a god or the people in their like demon lord type things. Like it's normal usage,
Okay.
or
And-
by the
Alright.
sheer fact that they can't fit through it.
I will turn into Moonsight in the meantime.
Moonsight.
And I will tell my buddy it's time, and he will revert back into his very
Okay, I will-
pristine
I'll turn into
silver
Baloo.
dragon form.
I've never tried it before. Let's try this. Baloo! Plane
Are
of
you gonna
fire!
turn-
Huzzah!
You're turning into blue?
Yes, let's try this out. Ah!
Alright. Here's blue.
Just make sure.
Woo!
There we go. Just make sure he's not water associated.
I know, right?
Okay, so there's Baloo. Give you control.
And Sindris is there, and that's about it.
Okay. Alright, Aegis, what are you doing?
My buddy is going to revert back into his adult silver dragon form.
Okay. Adult Silver Dragon. What else?
Oh, Sindris.
Sindrius.
Oh, who's casting the gate? Deimos?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Home. Hmm. That's a toughie.
Summon him in the lava.
Yes, that's a great idea. Put the gate over the lava.
Okay.
Okay.
And rotate the gate so he comes out into the lava. Not
I
over
have
it.
like Sindris in front of the gate, like just going to be in that space, burning everything that comes through.
Okay.
You down,
Alright, so
Deimos?
you're summoning him over to where the lava is. And you're
Yeah,
trying to
guess.
douse him in it as soon as he comes through?
Yeah, like make the gate be vertical so he comes out into the lava.
Okay.
Let's do this.
You cast a spell, and the gate opens up like right over here, and out of it you see the body of this humanoid creature come slipping through. And as he does, Sindrius lets loose with I assume, right? He lets loose with his
Yeah.
flame attack.
Well, he does his Inferno, Smoking Hot Crush, and yes, he'll stand in his space so he can use the bird.
That's right. I named that spell Smoking.
Touch me, you get burned, and then Smoking Hot Crush.
Is he actually getting submerged in the lava as he comes out?
He
As soon as
splashes
he's
down into the
fully
lava.
Out, I force cage him.
Okay. So
After
Oh, wait, force caging him.
her buddy pounds his face in.
okay, so he gets blasted in the face with flame, and he lands in the lava, and he casts force cage around him while he's in the lava.
Hmm.
So he's swimming in
So
lava.
he gets to stay there and just die.
I'm sure he'll
Okay.
get out somewhere or another,
I
but
know.
yeah.
Well, if he
Alright.
can dispel it.
Or
Wait,
he's
no,
there
it can't
inside.
be dispelled.
It can be
Or
dispelled, but you can
break through.
teleport.
No, you
Or
can't.
break through it.
You can try to. You have to make a save to teleport out of it.
Or break it. He
I
can
don't-
break it.
Yeah, this is Midas campaign.
I know.
Standard.
So yeah.
You think a little level 7 spell can stop a dragon?
I
lord?
knew, right, Dragon Lord.
Hey, I haven't played in your campaign very long, so I only have the basic usage of spells to go by.
Oh,
No,
you
I
still have
attack.
hope! Oh, that's so charming and sweet.
Think of relative power level here. like how long did it take you to learn a 7th level spell? What, as a human, like you could probably learn it when you're in your 20s. These
No.
creatures are thousands
You
of
have to
years
be like,
old.
you have to be like level. I probably didn't learn Force Cage until I was at least 100.
Yeah, these creatures are thousands of years old. All right. So let's see here. Practinic,
And
he
what-
lands in the lava, gets blasted in the face by Sindrius, and then your force cage goes up around him. So there he is, submerged in lava up to his chest. Right inside the force cage, this face just there glaring out at you. And he says to you, "I'm just sitting there. His physical form being scalded and burned by the lava." And he says, "I've long thought your kind was far beneath us. It is quite humorous to see your kind struggle for your very pathetic lives. And this is what you have concocted with all the time and power that you have to summon me into a pool of lava while the silver spire collapses and all the people of Mistrala are broken underneath
While
Krigashard's
he's monologuing, Sindris is going to take him, reverse him upside down so his head is in the lava and his feet are outside.
So wait, you're turning the force cage upside down?
Oh, no, I
What?
didn't think the first gauge worked. Like, did it work? Is he still in the force
It's around
cage?
him, yeah. He's
Oh,
inside the
okay,
force
then
cage
never
and there's
mind.
lava
Never
inside
mind.
it. Yeah.
No, I could allow you to move it. You could rotate it and dunk him.
Let's see here. He says, "Choose wisely what you do. Your friends' lives will not last long. Do you dare fight me here? Or will you go save your friends?"
Oh, we're gonna kill you.
Hey guys, I think this dude's under the misconception that we actually give two shits about those people back in that city.
Actually, I do, because I'm not
Shh,
evil.
just go along with it.
Ignore what I said, guy on the lava.
Just push the force cage down into the lava so he'll shut up.
Okay. As you shove the force gate, the force gate can't be moved.
Force gauge, a lot of these things are impossible. You can't do anything with a force gauge once it goes up.
Oh, you were the one that
Yeah,
suggested
it's
moving
static
it.
in place.
Uh,
The
no, I
what
was
you can do is
suggesting
you
moving him, not the force gauge.
Sindrius can cause the lava around it to swell up and just like cover the force gauge.
Oh, that's perfect, yes. We can't hear you, I'm sorry. I yell. In elemental.
Okay. And underneath the earth, As the bubbles go up around him, the lava goes up around the forest cage. You hear his voice crackling. And so be it. And he even here in the brightness of the lava and the flames around you. Like I said, it's really hot here. You know, it's easily 130, 140 degrees ambient temperature. You see dark smoking ash and the clouds begin to gather up and tower around you. The red of the lava is soon drenched in the darkness of the coalescing storm clouds above your heads.
My buddy casts invulnerability on me.
As you guys stand
So
there,
that's
a
his
brief
next
second
slot.
goes by, and let's see, where's my... And multiple lightning strikes blaze out of the air, impacting the spot where the forest cage was in the lava. 1, 2, 3 shots after another. Sindrius is blasted away by the torrents and by the sheer energy of these lightning strikes. And as that happens, deep bubbling up underneath the lava, you see a large form begin to swell up. The forest cage pops like a bubble, and rising up out of the flame and out of the searing red, his body white and pure, crackling with electricity, covered and drenched in lava. He raises his wings, and they go up and they meet with the storm clouds, and they kind of form as one, and the lava flies off him. This is Praktinic.
Oh god.
That dude is so pimp.
He's
You
way
have-
cooler in this form.
You haven't seen him as you haven't seen a picture of Nebularos yet.
All right.
That is a cool picture. If Midas maybe
So-
wants to share that with us.
Hey, which one of you can give people back spell slots?
Deimos.
Deimos, I need a 9th level spell slot.
Yeah, that ain't happened for a long time. I'm sorry.
He has to roll a 9 on a D10 to do that. And he only gets 6 chances.
So roll initiative.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I
Oh
was
boy. Oh boy.
really. Do we get any bonus for being in this plane like we did against Shaylin? Did we
He's
choose
not,
right?
he is not a dragon of ice. He's a dragon
No,
of
the-
lightning.
We would
Storm.
probably want to go to the plane of water, but we weren't prepared for that.
No, I
Uh,
think we'd want to go to Earth if he is lightning, and which is terrible because of a certain other dragon he can summon.
Did my buddy
never
get
played
off
Pokemon?
his spell while he was transforming?
Cast invulnerability on you.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So it burns his 9th level spell,
Yep.
and yes, he did get it off.
Alright, cool.
Wait,
Oh,
no.
yes,
Invulnerability is self only.
Is it self only?
Yep.
Okay, then he casts it on himself.
Okay, he is invulnerable.
That
All right.
works.
Adis, roll initiative. Elwin's like, here, I'll roll initiative for him.
Should we wait for Elvin?
The dragon has the same initiative as me, I think. Which is shit, but
Okay.
let me double check the simulacrum, but I think.
Yeah, I'll make it so it's less confusing. Okay, so Baloo is 9. Renly is 22, so Baloo will go on 22. Sindrius will also go on 22. Okay. Albrecht, you go first.
Big giant thing, and just make sure I recall this correctly. He did say he hated humans and that he was on team outside, anyways.
This guy, yeah. He
Okay.
was, as you recall, he was the most evil of the dragons. He went along with you begrudgingly because Nebularis forced him to. But of all the dragons, he's the one who was actually evil alignment.
We will actually draw the Sword of Koss then.
Okay. Now he's in the sky above you. I mean, let's see, he's rising up. I'll say, on this turn, as he's ascending to the clouds right now, you can probably get some swings in on him.
Okay, this might be a... Oh,
Ride the dragon!
Yeah, I'm gonna climb on him then. I want to run 15 feet first, climb on him, and
Okay.
then make sure I can get this. And hold on a second.
Wait, you're running up and grappling him? Or trying to hold on to him?
I think
I'm
he's
going to
mounting
use-
him.
I'm going to stab my sword into him and hold on to my sword.
Okay. Let's hope that you hit.
That's true. Let's hope that I hit. So first attack. Let's see here.
I laugh so hard if you roll a natural one right now.
I know you will, and so will I. Do I have him targeted?
Be hard not to. He's pretty big.
Okay. Here we go. Sword of Cost, Giant Mode, two-handed. Here we go. That should have advantage. That still hits.
Yep, so hits.
Apply that. And apply this.
Midas, can you shoot me a sheet for the adult silver dragon?
That should be a lot more damage than that. That should also be 2 other D10, excuse me. So, that much. So 8 more.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I guess as like my sword stabs into him and he continues to rise, I'll try to
You
grab
managed to get
onto him
stuck
with
in
one
between a
hand.
couple scales.
Yeah, I'll try to grab onto him and continue stabbing with my sword on the next couple of turns.
Ride the serpent.
Okay.
But as that was my stab this turn, I think that's the only attack I can get this turn.
Alright, Renly.
Alrighty, Sindris is going to move towards the lava and is going to Inferno Typhoon the dragon.
Okay.
So let's do that. I think I've selected him. Yep. He'll obviously succeed. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he is now on fire. And I am going to have Sindris like sort of submerge into the lava. And like sort of like take some energy comfort from the heat. And that's about it.
Okay. Okay. You've ignited a small portion of his body.
Yes,
What does
it's like
Baloo
a
do?
candle. Yeah, Baloo is going to move up and just start whacking the thing because that's what Baloo, I guess, would like to do. Like, what am I feeling from the spirit? Like, is he channeling like, let me hit it? I just want to hit it.
Yeah, Baloo is more of a tank class. So he attacks, but his ability is also to absorb any of the attacks of his enemies against his allies.
Alrighty, he's totally doing that. Oh wait, so that is okay. So he's going to roar and take an aggressive pose. I think that is his action then instead of attacking, and so and he's going to make sure he is within 10 feet of his companions when he does
Okay.
that. And so yeah, Sindris is under lava. Yep. So 10 feet of them and feral taunt. Huzzah!
Okay. Elwyn, you here? Elwyn's not here. Elwyn is there, fondling himself. Adis, your
Oh.
turn.
Oh, I will bonus action. I forgot that you gave me bonus actions.
Yep.
Let's see if he can actually connect. Oh, 20 was so close.
Yep, he hits.
Force damage equal to the damage since the end of last turn. He received no damage. He can't do squat. Okay, never mind. I'm reading this as I go.
Dragon Boy will move up in this dude's grill and do his breath attack on him.
Okay.
It's a DC 20 Constitution save. Oh, I guess I can drag it and drop it on him, huh? That's a success.
He
3
succeeds.
takes half that.
Okay. Your turn.
And it was a 60-foot cone, if that meant anything, depending on how it hit. Let's see here. And for me, this is one big motherfucker, dude. You don't do small.
Why would he?
He's a big old dragon.
We are going epic, people. Epic! Capital E!
You know what? This is where I'm gonna try it just for shits and giggles because I have a high spell DC. I'm going to cast Hold Monster on him.
Okay.
And it didn't work.
It doesn't work.
And I'm gonna
Also,
10, 15.
also, dragons are immune to paralysis.
God!
They are. It's actually, I didn't add that or anything like that. It's actually in the monster manual, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but my
Anything else?
character's my character's only fought one dragon in his life. He might not know that.
Okay.
And I moved back, so that's my turn.
Alright. So he takes some, from the little spot of him that's burning, he takes some fire damage. Oh jeez, what are we gonna do?
Does he continue to rise out? What is he doing?
He's gonna surrender.
Yeah, he continues to fly up into the sky, higher and higher and higher.
I will take a
Alright, so
sentinel
Albert-
attack!
Yep, you take an opportunity attack. Albrecht, you stay on him. The silver dragon can take an opportunity attack as well.
Okay.
Oh, I hit! My sentinel thing means that if I connect, the speed is 0.
Natural 20.
Okay.
So-
Okay, so
so
as
they're
he's
still
trying to
within reach.
leave, Baloo latches onto him, right, and pauses his momentum just a little bit. It's not so much his weight, although Baloo is quite large, but his taunt that freezes the dragon in place. All right, the dragon is going to do a claw attack. I guess so all the attacks come against Baloo.
Oh, that's going
Alright, so-
bad.
So here's a bite attack.
Still up.
Shut up! Oh god, I think I have 44 hit points left.
Claw
I have a
attack
question.
against Baloo.
I have a question. As a reaction, could the dragon try to use his wing to shield the attack?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Baloo dies.
Oh, this is so close. Okay, so 44, so that's 2. Oh, wait, 44, right? So that is. What is 249 minus 244? 205. I just went down as friendly. I have 203 hit points.
Renly is unconscious on the ground where Baloo was.
This is a bad.
And over there on the side, Borg says, "Oi, you morons would know you have like friends coming, right? Like you weren't planning on fighting this big fucking dragon by yourselves, right? Tell me, tell me you homos are not that stupid."
I look him dead in the eyes and I say, "What do you think of us? What do you think? You know us too well."
Well, fuck. He pulls out his sword and he charges the dragon. Alright. So he has one more attack coming at you. He'll swing his tail around Albrecht and it'll crack at you.
That will hit.
Alright, Deimos, your turn.
Ah, shit. Alright, so shit's really hitting the fan. I will start my over
You
my
mean
action.
the whole campaign?
Yeah, no, this is great. Ellen's back.
Yeah, Ellen can
sorry,
take
I got
his
a
turn
call
after you.
from one of my clients from Hawaii.
I don't know if you want to come back.
Dude, I saw
Ellen.
500 damage. Shit.
They lured Praktinic to the they pulled Praktinic to the plane of fire and taunted him until he decided to fight them.
Oh, let's fuck him up.
Well, we did force cage him and submerge him in lava. He kind of got irate about
I'm gonna
that.
sprint all the way over here. I don't know if it's just raised up. But I'm trying to get myself a good thing to try to jump on this guy. I can't get there this turn, but on the way down, I would have tried a healing word. That's all I can really do to get Renly back up, so I'll just do that.
Oh, many thanks.
Yes.
Elven, your turn.
Alright, let's try one of my new spells. I'm gonna cast.
I have no idea what spells he chose.
Here, I linked it.
Okay. Ooh, new spells. I have no idea what these do. Okay. Create an invisible, silent, magical sword that attacks on its own using your spell attack modifier. Attacks one creature you can see within range until you tell it to change targets. On a hit, does 60-10 force damage. Sword flies through the air with a move of 50 feet. Okay.
And it's not concentration.
Okay.
So like spiritual weapon.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll use up my 8th level spell slot and tell it to fly out and attack this fucker. Oh, I don't have that attack thing set up.
Okay. Well, I put it there. It's an attack roll with your spell attack modifier, I think.
Yeah. Let's see, type. Cool, got it. Start poking at this big ass dragon. Oh, I will. Fuck,
Yeah, also
I
you can
will
lucky
do that.
your own sword.
Oh, yeah, okay. There we go.
There you go.
Pachunk. Okay.
Okay.
And then I can't do the twin, like I already used my
Action.
stupid staffs. Showing off for that one dude, so I'm just gonna use my font of magic. I will quicken a firebolt.
Don't forget you have an improved firebolt spell now. As a Befenzor.
What the fuck did it do? I forgot. Okay, 3 bolts instead of 1. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like an Eldritch Blast and a Firebolt combined into one.
God damn this. What the fuck?
The worst rolls, man.
Wow.
It's my turn.
Okay. At the top of your turn, Albric, you get on your sending stone. Which of you has a sending stone? Do all of you have one?
All of us, yeah.
Yes, I don't have one.
Yeah. Friends, I heard you were in dire straits. We do have some individuals who have volunteered to help you. They need to know where to go, though. Where are you? Where would they best be used?
I kind of look at the party and I don't think we want them here.
Estrala.
Yeah, Mistrala.
Are you sure?
Who are they?
All right.
I mean, yeah, unless they're... Maybe... Do we want quickly?
Who doesn't want it quickly?
Quigley
We
is
definitely
very
want it
best.
quickly.
I mean, why ask?
Need more Quigleys, actually.
Can I ask for a quickly but send the rest to Mistrala?
It says, Quigley can indeed come to you. Tell me where you are.
Can you send quickly to the elemental plane of fire?
Understood.
My homing
So-
beacon.
Alright. So, as that happens, a couple of individuals suddenly teleport in. One is Quigley.
It looks like a monkey.
He's the best.
He has a plus.
yeah.
Well, he has a plus.
It's bigger now. It's been upgraded because Deimos put that thing on it.
Oh yeah, it's like a
It's not
plus
plus 12.
15. Oh, plus something.
This is what Quigley looks like. It's not. That's like a plus 6 or something.
That's one big ape. Is he an orc?
No.
He is something. Just put it that way. He's descended from the champions who used to fight for the gods. They were called Marked Ones. He's descended from that.
God
We're not
gladiators.
sure what race he was. But the biggest, baddest one of all, his name was Gromosh. I'm wearing his bracers. That's my legacy weapon. He was under his control for a while, so they actually had to fight quickly, which was not fun at all, because he's immune to all magic, like literally all magic. And otherwise, quickly got a 1 on initiative. Great.
Yeah, he did. He did roll one. All right, but also popping through the portal is Ashok.
Oh!
What? He's alive?
Thank God.
Yeah, he's alive. He was in Westvane.
Oh.
Stop
All right,
going on
Albrecht.
fishing trips.
So Midas, question. This is a bit of a rules lawyering question, but I want to see if I can leverage something here. For my excuse me, what's it called again? My boon. It's called Juggernaut. Juggernaut. It says move 15 feet in a straight line towards an enemy. Is that like if I'm on his shoulder and I run towards his head? Is that towards an enemy?
Sure. It's like you're charging straight at it. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to basically try to climb my way up him to where I can sort of get like on a flat part and like either move towards him or something.
Okay.
Would you like me to roll an athletics check then?
Yes. All right, that's good enough.
Okay. And then I'll attack twice, but since I'm too busy climbing, I'm assuming I'm not going to get a spiked armor attack.
Correct.
Okay. I actually don't think I want to attack recklessly. I want to try to save as many hit points as possible. Surprise,
All right.
surprise.
Okay, end of your turn. Ashok is gonna unload his bow at.
Do your thing, Ishak. Do
Right,
your
so
super legendary thing.
Oh, shoot.
Okay. He says, Ashok says, "All right, you got it," and he is going to. Do I have it here? Oh, to roll it. It's your turn next, friendly.
Yes, yes, yes! Crit, 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 crit!
Alrighty, Sindris. Sindris is going to do Smoking Hot Crush.
Anybody else notice this giant
And
gap
miss.
in the initiative order?
And done. What gap?
It goes from 22 to 13.
You're the bridge for the 9 and 7. You're the bridge. You're the apex. And Sindris is done because he missed. And at that point, I stand up. I go 5, 10, 15 with all of my movement, and I am going to touch quickly. And I go get him, boy, and I cast Foresight on him. And I bonus
Okay.
action change into Air Elemental. And that is my turn. So I just needed Air Elemental, basic one. Because I couldn't do the other things as a bonus action, so there we go.
So you're turning into a basic air elemental.
Indeed. Just to keep me alive for a round, hopefully.
Alright.
Awesome! Thank you. And that is my turn. 8 is you're up.
Alrighty, so Albrecht's the one like climbing all up in his shit, right?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm going to see if he's softer on the inside.
Alrighty. my dragon buddy is going to cast. He's going to use one of his 3rd level slots to cast haste on Albrecht, and then fly up in the dragon's face and taunt him and call him like a oversized worm, shithead, pot sticker, gutter slut. You know, just shit talking the hell out of him.
Okay.
I
He
am
is
going
not
to-
long for this world.
He cannot be harmed.
Oh, fair enough.
I am going to do a twin cat. Or wait, how close am I to this dude? That everybody's like hella praising. Alright, I'll move up 10 feet. And I'm going to twin cast. I'm going to cast Disintegrate and Haste. I'm going to cast Haste on this dude and Disintegrate on Douchebag. Unless I need to move
Okay.
closer.
Just so you know, Adis, when we say immune to magic, we mean completely immune, including friendly effects, I believe. You have
Yeah,
to be able
quickly
to
immune to
convince-
magic.
I wouldn't know
no,
that.
we were able to get him to fly once. How do we do that?
It's he's
Oh,
resistant.
that's right, you did. That's right, you did, yeah.
Well, either way, I wouldn't know that, so the spell's cast.
Yeah, he can be hasted. He can be hasted, if he wants to be.
How high in the air is Dragon Douchebag?
He's rising pretty rapidly. He's let's see, what's his flight speed? He's like 60 feet in the air now.
So I probably need to. I'll move to here, but up at an angle, so I'll be within range to disintegrate him. And
Okay.
then I'm going to make the DC for the disintegrate 36.
Okay. All right.
And I'm
So
gonna
he'll
maximize
use
it.
he'll use a legendary resistance.
Sweet. Alrighty. That's
Okay.
my turn.
As you finish your turn, you see Ashok let loose with his bow. His bow is behind you. You've never seen a bow like it before. This is his Oathbreaker Stormbreaker Oath bow. He loads it up.
He breaks storms with it. Yes, perfect.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
thematic. His sniper shot can do 4d100 if I remember correctly.
This is an old version of Ashok's character sheet. I don't have some of his stuff on it. I should add 3d6 to his damage here. But anyway, here's the attack. Hit.
Yeah, wasn't he the first one to get the legacy weapon?
Yeah.
He's
All right,
wounded. Yay!
A beam of divine light goes up and blasts through. It punches straight through one of Praktinic's wings. You hear him rage and roar, and that's it. All right. Praktinic continues to burn, and you hear him say, "Foolish impudence." Oh. Yeah, he would do this.
We TPK in glory.
Summon Krigajard? That's what I'm hoping he does.
He kills us all with a spark.
Well, here's his breath attack.
I'm immune, bitches. I'm sorry.
Can my dragon unfurl his wings in front of his, since he's up in his face, and try to wall some of it?
His breath attack doesn't come from his breath. He actually furls his wings out, and like
Oh, gotcha.
a
Electric shock
typhoon swirls all around him. And it's this massive deluge that just pours out from the center of him, just spinning and raging. It's called Breath of Gales. So here's the save.
Come on, Gale.
Oops, I should have saved it.
So I'm gonna I was totally gonna use my shield.
Instant
make
dead.
your set-
Wow.
Strength saving throw.
I think we're all instant dead.
Make your
Ellen?
strength saving throw first.
Elwyn is just dead apparently. Quigley is just dead.
Deimos is unconscious.
Deimos
that's
fails.
good.
Oh no,
Everybody-
I have my
every-
shield, but
Everybody but the dragon.
Oh,
that's my
the
reaction.
silver dragon's probably dead.
Deimos, you shielded yourself, okay. Everyone else make a strength saving throw.
Dead. Strength saving throw? Okay. That is technically a 32.
Alright, so you
GT
succeed,
Gain and
Albrecht.
Glory!
Alright. So, Albrecht, 800. Albrecht, you were... So Deimos, you take no damage because of your shield. Dragon
Yes, guys.
takes no damage. Albrecht exceeds damage by 380. Let's see, but was cut in half. 1124 becomes 612. 612. Okay, so you are alive by barely. There. Ashok
also-
is dead.
if it's anything
Sindri's
for
dead.
Elwyn, I don't know if it would have helped to make him not insta dead, but I did cast a death warp before he set out here on him. So I don't know. I'm sure he'd still be unconscious, but maybe he's not insta dead.
Elwyn. I mean, there's no way for him to be not be instant dead, right? Instant death.
Yeah, no.
It's like over.
Yeah, but I have
well,
death ward
death
on.
ward
Death
This
ward
motherfucker
triggers
could-
as soon as you hit 0.
Yeah,
So you would never technically glow below 0.
but I don't know if it would be like a thing. Like I'm sure with these rules, because it was so much damage,
Yeah.
instead of like being dead.
let me
dead,
see.
it'd be,
Let
like,
me
more
see
like-
what it says.
It
I'm
did.
pretty sure it doesn't work that way.
It did over 7 times my HP, so I don't think it really matters.
You
Death
know what's
ward.
funny? I have a brooch of shielding to resist force. It don't matter, squad.
The first time the target would drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, the target drops to 20 points. That doesn't affect instant death.
Yeah. All right.
Wait. Hold on. If the spell is still in effect when the target is subjected to an effect that would kill it instantaneously without dealing damage, no. Not dealing damage.
Yeah,
Yep.
whatever the damage it does, like if it would drop you to 0, then yeah, you're back to 1. So if you have death ward, you're back to 1.
Well, technically in 5th edition, you don't actually go below 0. It's if the damage exceeds when you hit 0, if the remaining damage exceeds, because you always go to 0. You
Yeah,
never
that's
go
what
to a
takes
negative
priority
HP.
over that. So yeah.
You can never technically have negative HP, at least in normal fight. But that's up to you. I mean, it did 7 times my HP, over 7 times my HP in damage. That was one hell of a breath attack. Holy shit.
Yeah, maybe a 5th level spell wouldn't be able to block this, like the death ward.
Yeah, that is the other thing.
It's a shit ton of damage.
I'm just
Hopes and
curious about
dreams.
that because I think, I
You
mean,
know, like-
you guys instant death. In this world, you guys are dead. But I'm pretty
Unconscious.
sure in 5th level's rules, you're dead anyway. I don't think you can stop
dang it.
instant death.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Deimos, he just casted his spell. Deimos, your turn. Quigley is up barely.
Oh, he still has
Um,
foresight then. God damn it, if you wanted it.
Yeah, Quigley's up. Albrecht is,
My
is up
legacy.
barely. Dragon is up barely.
Sintress
What are
is
you guys
up,
doing?
maybe? He
Well,
was in lava?
Sin-
Haste dropped, so he's like
Doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, whose turn is it?
That's
it's
mine.
It's Deimos' turn.
Okay. All right.
What are you gonna
I
do,
used
Deimos?
that.
Think.
I gotta. Oof. All right. So bonus action. Oh, shit, everyone's super dead.
Dead-
alright,
they're not
so I'm
healable, they're
unconscious
dead.
On you too.
We're
take
dead,
that.
so,
Yeah.
so,
Who's
yeah.
not dead? Just
Me.
Quigley, the dragon,
Quigley and
and
Albrecht
Albrecht.
is
He's way out of
the
my
dragon.
range. Yeah, I can't even get to Albrecht. He's up in the air. All right. I will then, as my action, be like, "Yo, Tempest. There's a dickhole evil dragon here. We could really use your help. Anything you could do because I know you're a sweet baller ass boss, and I just really don't like this guy. And it would really, 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 really piss off the Red God if you did it. Like, it would be super fucking cool, bro. Just, just help us out. Maybe punch him in the head once. Not too hard, because I don't want you to splatter it everywhere.
You think, Elbrick?
Bro, I said I won't use this stuff all the time because it tends to always be super strong. Just like not as strong as Tempest, because he's fucking ripped as shit. And I'm like, bro, like this would be super cool. We're totally working out to get this shit done. We're actually pretty strong at this point for mortals. Like, and we're like totally into like, being cool with the Tempest.
Okay.
And also, he's a storm dragon. He's kind of like ruining the name for Tempest, so we should better just break him in the face.
He's totally stealing your thunder, Tempest. We know I'm dead.
He's a dick. I'm sure you already know that though, because you're Tempest and you're fucking sweet as shit.
Okay. Hold on a second. What would Tempest do here? Okay. The darkened sky burns red instead, and a beam of light breaks through the cloud cover and illuminates you, Deimos, as you look around at the waste of your friends' broken and shattered bodies all around you. Even the few that are left over are barely standing. Quickly, and the most resilient ones, Quickly and Albric, are greatly wounded. As this light shines down upon you, your mind is focused, and you see standing in your mind's eye, right before you, the vision of your deity.
Bro, you've been lifting? Looking swole as fuck.
And time around you seems to pause as he stands before you and says, "My child, you beseech me for help, but I do not fight the battles of those who follow me. I, the god of war, expect my followers to fight their own battles.
That's true.
But
We're
what
trying
you
to fight
should
the
know,
strongest things.
a wise general, a wise soldier does not enter a battle that he does not think he can win. Surround yourself with those who can help you defeat your foe. Always place yourself in a situation by which you can attain victory. To aid you in this cause, I give you a reprieve." He takes his sword, and he says, or he removes a dagger from his belt, and he says, "Use this to summon to you any ally with which you think you might attain victory." And he says, "And for you this one time." He hands over to you 2 more daggers of a different color, and says, "To save your friends from the edge of despair." And he vanishes.
Thank you, Papa Tempest. Your abs will always be an inspiration. I totally know who I want to summon. The old mother truckin' Pepin.
Yes.
Pepin.
No.
I start dancing.
Hey,
What?
Damus, actually, so we should actually probably summon Krigajard and see how that goes. Save the city and
Don't know it'd be a good idea to summon as we're all dead, to summon like another dragon who
Well,
It's
question is,
mind controlled, murderous.
whose
So
magic do you think is powerful, Tempest's or Tiamat's?
it just summons him, doesn't
Like-
break stuff on it.
Yeah, but it saves the city.
But no, after
and
they kill us, they go straight back to the city.
they just need to sink. That's all they need to do. They don't need to.
But it's 20 minutes
Yes,
in the
20
future.
minutes. It's been about a minute and 20 seconds.
It's
We'll be
Uh,
dead
like
in
7
about
minutes.
50, yeah, we'll be dead in about 30 minutes. Well, not 30 minutes, like 30 seconds. And then
Mhm.
they go back
Okay,
there in
never
like
mind.
a minute.
Okay, yeah.
All
Think
right.
think about that more.
Happens.
Never mind. That was a good idea if we were closer to the time period.
Yeah. I just think of Pepin, and then like I just assume that just like all the raunchy things that kids should be doing. He knows too much for his age, and I'm just really confused for a second. And like I'm just like, Pepin, come, save us, and bring whatever you want, bro. We need
He's
you,
shocking humping a succubus right now.
dude. Let that thing go,
No,
dude.
Deimos.
We need your help.
How about the Duke of Malarini or whatever?
Well, he's a
That
duke
seems-
now. This guy's
No.
got like a mask.
No, the person who was from the lower levels of hell. not-
You're summoning a Lord of Hell to help you in a fight against someone who
Their
is
ally.
following the God of Hell.
True. Never
No,
mind.
see,
Okay.
Pepin's totally on our side, though. Yeah, the only one I can
I-
think of that has immense power as of right now, like immense power, because of the
If you
massive
summon
stuff. He's
Pepin, I'm gonna
totally,
get the best laugh ever.
totally down to just do stuff, because he's not even that evil.
What about Defensor? Is that dude done?
What about the guy following Mephistopheles, the gunslinger?
Yeah. The thing is, I don't know if we could summon Finzer, because if he's not healed all the way. All right, so we got Finzer and Pepin.
And gunslinger!
And yeah, what's his face?
Antares?
Antares.
Yes.
Uh,
I mean, he had a death wish as well as wanting to kill everyone, so he'll be happy.
He was given power by one of the Lords of Hell.
Exactly, he'll
Yeah.
totally be on your side.
yeah, he might be our best option actually.
But he was given power by a Lord of Hell. We
Who
could just say,
hates
like-
the King of Hell.
Okay, yeah.
And plus, just because you make a pact with somebody, Ada's can attach to this, doesn't mean it compromises your own alignment.
I can't attest to anything. I'm dead.
Yeah.
I've been able to attest to that.
I channel my inner Elwyn. I'm like, Elwyn, what do you think? Do you think Pepin's a straight baller now, or should we try to get a dragon here sooner, or what should we do?
Ellen's probably drinking with Pepin right now.
Probably.
Oh fuck. All right. So we need to have like a who should we do?
Yo, you get one shot at
I
this.
think
I haven't been there long
Antares,
enough.
As much as I think about, as much as I hate the guy, either Antares or Finzor.
I don't
can't of
think.
anyone
I think
else.
Gryffindor is like out of our reach. Like he's on a different thingamajig. Like
Yeah.
really gone.
That dude probably eats gods, so I don't know that you'd probably be able to summon him anyway.
And if we bring him before he's ready, then we shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So that's why I was thinking- Antares, but Pippin would be way stronger now than Antares because he's got the mask.
You do realize he's only been in hell for a
He's
couple
got the
of weeks?
mask. He's got the
Uh,
mask. They said like when the mask. put
No,
on him-
he's been there for a
Crazy on the
while.
magic
Remember, because of our teleporting shenanigans, cost us like 6 months or some shit.
Oh, true. I don't. Antares.
But he's
We
way
need
weaker
attack
than
power.
that.
Can we have a week to think about this, Midas?
We totally need attack power. I do not know if Pepin will survive another one of those 20 D100 attacks.
Doing the
Summon a
Pepin.
titan.
I'm just fuck it, fuck it. I'm doing Pepin. That's dice. We're doing dice because we're gonna argue for days.
You calling Pepin?
Calling Pepin.
Awesome.
Pepin,
love
my
dice
boy.
rolls.
Pepin, bring strong stuff if you can. If not, you're already freaking strong.
Does he bring the succubus he was humping?
Most likely. But
Um,
might not be in good shape.
No, she doesn't come. So you see him there like mid thrust, with nothing, just like thrusting into the air as he pops into view.
Does she like when he disappears? Does she go like so many promises, no delivery again?
Well, in hell, you get a distinct impression that that's what happened.
Pepin, my boy, we need help.
He looks around, and he sums up the situation. He says to you all. He says, let's see here. This would have been a lot better, he says, if I could confront this creature in my own domain. He looks around. He says, I have relatively little power here, but I'll do what I can. He says, I dare not go against my lady, though. This will have to be a bit of subterfuge. And he claps his hands. And
The map disappeared.
Y'all just died.
Did we just fade to black and tune in next week for another session of the GodBreaking?
If it exists next week.
God, the godstone broke.
he claps
It's
his
all up
hands.
to Midas now.
And let's see here. You find yourselves awash in a familiar scent, a familiar sulfurous atmosphere. As you sit in a very large mansion, the walls themselves are smoky and ashen. All around you are creatures, this is like Pepin's royal court, and you guys all pop back in to the middle of Pepin's, basically his throne room, and you see there a bent over naked succubi looking confused, and Pepin puts his hand on her back. He says, like, oh, I'm back. He says, hold on a second. And he turns to you all and he says, here I can keep you safe, at least for a little while. What the fuck was going on up there?
We were trying to save Mistrala, and we fucked up.
He looks at Elwyn and Adis and Renly and really Ashok as well. And he says, I don't know if you he says, just so you know, he says, I did this for a reason. I saw your friends there on the ground, and I knew that if we acted fast, we could intercept them. And he looks up. He says, you see, souls, when they come down to hell, they go straight to the city of Dis. But over the past few months, I've been setting up a siphon that I can interrupt the soul stream and pick off a few of the more choice souls that come down the stream. He says, just give me a minute. I think I can pull your friends out from the stream as they come by. A few minutes pass, and you can see him conjuring up some magic as he opens up the dome of the roof of his mansion. And you see the stream of souls steadily coming down from the material plane, flowing over to the city of Dis. But here in Erebus, you see Pepin activate his soul siphon, and it reaches up and it touches the stream. A little bit of time goes by, and he shunts a few souls down the stream to where you are. And in the pool of souls that comes through, you do find Ashok, Renly, Elwyn, and Adis' souls.
Oh, sick, bro.
All right.
Let's shove these things back in their bodies.
Is that what you're doing?
I'm gonna try to.
Okay.
Seemed to work the last time.
Yeah.
Say, how do we get the souls back in the body?
The rejoining process is pretty simple, Deimos. It'll cost you basically 4 healing spells, whichever level. you
Oh,
want.
okay. So he doesn't
It's-
punch us in.
No, it's been so recent, so quick that you're able to rejoin them pretty quick, very expediently here. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. I'll burn a bunch of spells.
Okay. And Pepin looks to you all, and he says, "Now,
We
I've
said
got
four,
business.
4 spell slots each, right?
Yes. No, just four healing spells. It doesn't have to be four
okay,
spell
okay.
slots. 4 healing spells. All right. He says to you, "All right, guys. That's about what I can do. Mistress Ambrosia gives me a little bit of leeway, he says, but I'm her servant now. And she follows Asmodeus." He looks at you all and he says, Don't call me again. Not if you value your future."
Come on, dude. You don't happen to have anything in here which could help us, hypothetically, if we took it.
He says, No, I can't. He's looking around. He says, "If she finds out what I've done, it won't go well. Now go. Get out of here, quick."
Okay.
He puts his hand on you, and he shoves you all through the dimension, the fabric between planes, and you zip out of hell.
But let me guess, it's been another 2 years.
I know, right? Biffin is totally ready now.
No. He took a bit of a side route. Okay.
Couldn't have done this last time either.
He didn't send you back last time.
I know. I'm messing with Midas.
Okay. Where did you guys go? He sends you back to the plane outside the Silver Spire where you first left. So you guys are right out here. As you arrive, the ground is shaking. You look up, and violently, it is now just about dusk. It's moments away from the time when the sun sets, and day passes to night. But the spire itself has begun to break and crumble. Large pieces of it have collapsed and are broken down, and in an ominous groan that seems to and the shearing of metal and stone, you see the entire spire begin to collapse in on itself and crumble down to the ground. The sound is horrific. It is booming and loud as a big pile of a big wave of smoke and ash and dust begins to accumulate down as massive boulders constructed from this 10,000-year-old tower, a beacon of knowledge and arcane civilization, begins to collapse down to the ground.
Well, we tried.
I am going to give it one last shot. Deimos, can you amplify my voice? Thaumaturgy?
Times 3.
I am going to be basically yell at the top of my lungs for Kriegerjard saying Kriegerjard, stop. You know who you are. Don't do this. You cannot not let this happen. And I'm going to roll a persuasion check and hope for the biggest natural 20 of my life.
That's counts as a. Let's see here.
That's a skill check.
Yeah, I'm gonna skill empower your check.
What does that do?
Doubles your proficiency bonus.
Okay. I have no proficiency bonus, so do I get no proficiency? Or just proficient?
And also 0 is 0. Okay, perfect.
0 times 2 is 0.
Okay. Again, I'm hoping for the biggest natural 20 of my life right now. I've stuck the horseshoe up my ass, and here we go. I tried.
Oh no, it gives you expertise in that skill. You don't have to have proficiency.
Oh.
It gives you expertise in it.
So
you
it should be...
What is it?
Yeah, it says you touch
15
one
plus
willing creature and give it expertise in one skill of your choice. Skill empowerment.
So that's
Yeah,
double
so-
proficiency.
Yeah, 15.
The first part says you touch a one willing creature and give it expertise in one skill of your choice.
Huh.
Nice.
So it's 30, huh?
You must choose a skill
Yeah,
in which the
there-
target is proficient and that isn't benefiting from an
Oh, does it?
effect. Yeah, that's the second paragraph.
Oh, well then I guess it wouldn't work. So never mind. Because you're not proficient in it.
Nope. I was hoping for a natural 20.
The ground,
I tried, guys.
The ground continues to shake and crumble.
I yell out, Kriegershar, you've dropped the tower. You've fulfilled Tiamat's command. Now come deal with the kill of your son. And I point to Davis. Good luck.
Are you rolling a persuasion check?
I don't have proficiency, but sure. 5.
I'll make an illusion of Deimos killing his son. See if that.
Oh my god.
And then as a total deception check, which I'll roll, I'm gonna tell him that I banged his mom. Like I killed your son and banged your mom.
I think we can make him mad, but he can't come to us.
No, you killed his son while banging his mom.
Yeah, it is psychic damage.
Oh god.
I'm pretty sure this happened.
Can I roll my persuasion
it was
to
the
make
shock.
persuasion?
It was the shockwave from
Plus
it
that
killed
D4,
him.
baby. That's like a solid like 17 right there.
Elwyn?
I will lucky that. Screw it.
Oh my god, we're so fucked.
Let's see. Who else has not gone? Adis? Do you want to try?
How far away from the city are we?
Does Quigley want to do something? Quigley told me it's
A couple
foresight.
miles out.
Huh?
You're a couple miles away from the city. Quigley wouldn't do anything. What's Quigley's persuasion?
He actually, as soon
I
as
Quigley has a
know, but he
minus two.
advantage.
Quigley
Yeah,
has a
he
minus 2 to charisma.
yeah, but he's gonna start peeing
But
out.
look at him!
He almost got it. He almost got it.
Oh, fucking Quigley.
So, 2 miles, huh?
Basically, we just have to make sure he can't, like, tremor sense at that hour when they're sinking.
Yep, it's about 2 minutes out.
We need to get him out of the ground.
That, or...
No, literally, we have to get him out of the ground because
Yeah.
as long as he's touching Earth, he can tremor sense.
You know what? I'm gonna try touching the ground and then casting this spell. Try to make him all feel all sweet and
All
good.
fuzzy. Oh god.
He's
Can you link that spell, Midas? I want to read this one.
Throws of ecstasy will not help with the shaking.
A creature that you touch must make a successful wisdom saving throw or will be feelings of bliss and euphoria. The creature has tactical disadvantage on attack rolls. If you want to cast this on him, you're gonna have to go to him.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
You
Okay.
can't just touch the ground.
But isn't he?
You're touching the ground, which is
He
touching
is the
him. It
ground.
totally works.
He is the ground.
He's under the ground somewhere. Probably right under the spire, since that's where all the destruction is happening.
We need to go into the spire. Like, we need to go under the
What are you
rubble.
guys gonna do?
I'm looking.
I have
Persuasion.
pass wall. Maybe we can
Persuasion
go
wasn't good
down.
enough.
I know, it's just 20, 50 feet deep.
So is there any way we can
I'm
like
out
try
of
to
ideas.
locate a open area underneath the spire, like some sort of cavern type of thing?
A cavern beneath the spire, like a natural
I'm,
void.
ass- I'm assuming he's sitting there and moving stuff, unless he's like just straight in the ground. I don't know which way he's
How
doing
about
it.
how
Maybe
deep
he's trying
do
to
you
locate where he
guys-
is.
Do you guys think he is? How deep under the ground?
Well, if I was a earthquakeologist, I could tell you, but I'm not one of those. So
Given that the ground was like roiling, probably pretty deep.
At least several hundred feet below ground. You know that.
Okay.
So Deimos, what are you trying to do? You're trying to figure out where he is?
I don't know if I have a way to actually do it, but yeah, try to more figure out where he is, like in the ground.
From out here, you have a very limited vantage point over
Yeah.
the city. I mean, you're pretty far away from the epicenter of the tremors. So the
That's
tremors
right, yeah.
are fairly weak out here. If you were closer, I mean, you'd have you'd possibly be able to get an advantage on it.
I'm gonna have my buddy do a dragon roar into the ground.
that's not gonna do anything.
It might.
A dragon roar into the ground. Like trying to call him?
Yeah. Spell-wise, I ain't got a whole lot that's gonna help in this situation either of us. So that's the best I got right now. Actually, I will true polymorph into an ancient brass dragon, and I'll do it with him.
Can you mimic what's his face? Protemic. His
Practinic?
his Practemic's winds, like the sounds that he made.
Probably
So-
not.
Okay.
Like how long does it take for you to take on the true form of something?
They have to be willing for me to learn, or
Oh,
dead.
never mind.
They have to be willing or
Yep.
dead.
That's right.
Well,
that might work
Shaylin is dead.
if you could mimic.
You turned her to
Practinic's
ash,
call.
so there was no body for me to learn from.
I look towards Elvin. I'm like, would you be able to mimic? You're very good with your words. I do not know about sounds.
I'm like, can you mimic the last thing you heard before you died?
Yeah, basically.
I'll do my dragon roar.
Okay.
And join us in
Attempting a
a
mimicry?
triple entente of dragon
Uh,
wars. Anybody
Go
else?
go a couple hundred feet into the air first, so that way if he does come, he's still not touching the ground.
Okay.
I alter
so,
self.
all right, so you're gonna try to mimic Practinic's call to try to call to bring Krigashard over here.
Yeah, using my draconic presence.
Okay.
Give you
So
a
burn your
D4.
draconic presence.
I did.
And tell me how you're going to go about this.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, since part of the soul of one of these ancient dragons is pretty much in my hands, even though I already used the daily charge, I'll try to channel Shaylin's soul, and learning from the way that we call the dragons back at the mountain summit. So I've actually heard how it's done. I will funnel that, and I will also use.
While he's doing this, I'm going to try to help by altering shape into something approximately like Practinic, and be like, Krigashar to me, and then I'll let Elwyn do his thing.
I'll also be casting the what's it ×3 voice thing at him, and
Okay.
also I'll guide him as he's actually trying to do his thing.
Okay, so Renly, you're making yourself look like.
Yeah, I'm
Praktinic in his
adapting.
uniform.
Like I'm doing the whole change appearance. So I'm changing my voice, etc. And basically everything like the sound, the visuals, and all of that.
Okay. So
Can
you're-
I?
you're shou-
Can I?
Go on.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So she's gonna
can I-
shout out Krigashard cut to me, and then you're gonna roar.
Can I feel it with some spell slots?
Feel what?
My presence with some spell slots to make it stronger. To infuse magic in it, not just the draconic presence that I get from my blood pretty much, but actually put magic into it to enhance it somehow.
So with it, yes. So you can. I'll let you burn. It's not. This is not an act of force. I mean, you guys between Deimos' thaumaturgy, Renly's impersonating Praktinic's voice, and then your roar. You guys were able to project the sound in the direction you know it needs to go. So the burning of spell slots is not going to help. What I'm going to say is all this put together. So Renly, you shapeshifts into his form, and Deimos, you amplify her, and Renly, you shout out. What did you shout out to him?
Krigashar to me, and basically trying to draw him away and out.
Okay, Elwyn, let loose your roar. So this is going to be a deception check with advantage.
Come on, baby, come on.
Do you have proficiency in that skill?
D4.
No.
Never mind.
Oh, you get a D4 from Deimos.
Mm.
I have one lucky left.
Use it.
Okay.
Burning all the luckies in fucking hell.
Good. Well, keep that other one.
Oh god.
Roll your D4.
Why?
D4, come on, baby. D4, 4. Oh!
I'm just gonna stop rolling today.
I
Why can't the dice gods bless us with 120?
know. We're fucked. We're totally fucked.
it was a good try. It was a good try. You're close. You're 2 away. You let loose your roar, and Krigashar responds by increasing the violence of his earthquake. The screams from the townsfolk are audible from where you are, as with the tower having collapsed. Hundreds and hundreds of people around the base of the tower were caught up in the fall and the crush of the falling debris. People all around are panicking. Lots of death is swarming over Mistrala. As the sun sets, you hear a little bit of a flash. As in desperation, Telephos and the rest of the mages take the remaining people that they had gathered together, right, and imprison them beneath the earth, and begin the imprisonment spell. Okay, so you guys have 10 seconds right now, where the dragons, so Praktinic and Krigashard, cannot track you, cannot see you. What do you want to do in these 10 seconds?
Cry.
As the
I'm
sun
going to
passes
cry.
from day to night.
I have no spell slots left. I would cast Earthquake for distraction.
In these moments, what are you
Can
gonna do?
you?
Oh shit.
I'm going to.
Renly, what level is Earthquake? Because right
It's
now,
level
as
8.
they
I
begin
used all
to
my spells on transport via trees.
as they
Transport
begin
via
to shift
frickin'
down,
trees.
as they begin to shift down, Krigashard is gonna sense them as they start shifting down.
Can you? No, you don't have an Earth Elemental to summon.
I got it. I will cast a meteor swarm outside the city, and that would definitely distract.
I thought of something before you do this.
Okay.
Just for a question asking. So I have a handful of this dust that used to be a dragon lord.
Mhm.
I got this fancy smancy dagger in my other hand. If I think about stabbing a bunch of dust with it, totally my buddy, we get a dragon lord brought back by a cool god who would, I'm assuming at that point, would have its stuff broken because it got brought back by a god and it was already previously dead.
I would not trust that, and I don't see
The-
how that's helpful. Actually,
The daggers are basically an enhanced death ward for you. You can choose 2 people as a casting,
Okay.
and they will keep in the future. They will keep people from being instigated like that, but you can only cast
okay.
it twice.
Oh, okay. Hopes and dreams then.
yeah, fire meteor swarm as far away from the city as possible.
No. We want it near the city because we
But,
want to
yeah.
to.
We're gonna have to
Overcast.
teleport closer to it because we're 2 miles away.
No, I mean, what do you call it? It doesn't Meteor Storm have a great range? I've got a
Yeah,
weird
it's
great
got a
range.
Pretty
mile
big. You
range.
might as well cast it
Yeah.
on
Oh.
the city because everyone else is dead already. The people who are
Yeah.
being sucked
I
down.
mean, you
below.
want the shockwaves. You want the shockwaves to hit the city.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what type of distraction you guys are trying to provide.
Yeah, he shouldn't be able to tell what's happening underground.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Okay.
And all
Um,
those ones would have been re-rolled, so it would have been pretty
So
big.
as the sun sets, in that brief moment, Elwyn, you in a burst of just call it desperation or inspiration, you summon a meteor from the sky to crash down on the now ruined city of Mistrala. The 4 meteors impact with a resounding, deafening explosion. You can feel the shockwaves even 2 miles away from where you are. The impact crushes the ground, and it creates a crater in the 4 locations where it slams in. And in that moment, right before the meteors hit the ground, Telephos, Ava, and all the joint mages of Mistrala activate the empowered imprisonment spell and sink the rest of their population, all the population that they had gathered in that 100-yard square area, and pull them down beneath the surface of the earth.
Oh man.
Telephos better give me a medal for the eagles that I gave him.
Elvis, it's not you're right now. Please check back later.
How many people do we think fit into that area?
You have no idea. You're pretty far away. You were doing this all
Yeah.
remotely.
Yeah, and if there were any multi-story buildings, that were still standing, I mean,
Oh,
could have got a lot in there.
As you guys
My
collapse
heart
down to the ground, desperation and exhaustion. I'm not even sure of what happened. If you're successful, if it was enough. You feel a little gust of wind behind you, as stepping up behind you.
Oh.
Yes. Well, now, what are you all up to here?
How close is he?
He's right behind you, and that is where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Oh man!
Awesome.
I wanted to pat him on the head with my big dragon paw.
That's where we'll end it for tonight.
I am reaching. I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
Thank God for Elwyn.
He said
Midas,
if
you know how
die-
to pull out the damn heartstrings, buddy.
Oh my God, man.
You never know. You never know. Your rolls were crappy tonight, but that was a good idea. That might have worked. You'll have to find out. It might have worked.
Yes, if only we hadn't spent all that time teleporting and transporting via trees to burn all the higher level spell slots. But, no, it was awesome at the end there.
I
I
think we
blew-
just all need to learn how to apparate and call it good.
I blew my 9th level spell to save people, so.
No, I was to put a guy into lava.
Yeah. I gave some guards their greatest wish to be able to fly for a few minutes.
Well, they saved
I
some
called
people.
down a dude.
They
who
were
was sick
Minotaurs.
ass.
They didn't want to fly.
All right.
Well, thanks for running the game.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
My soul.
Have fun with your
So-
family and stuff.
Next
Might-
week I'm gonna be in Indiana. I might be able to play. I just have to make sure to see if my laptop works there. I'll email you guys.
No
If I can.
worries.
If
Wait,
not,
next
then we'll
week?
have to push back a week. Alright.
No worries.
Midas, I don't know if I can handle this much more of this campaign emotionally.
No, right? I was like so like, oh my
Wedding.
god, what is it? We're all gonna die. The pool of Mistrada's gone, and then I was like,
I can't do this, Midas. I'm done.
where is the bar crawl, pub crawl campaign, Midas? I mean, I'm there for that.
That was
Friday.
That was the first couple of levels. That was your guys' like level 1 to level 3.
Oh no, level 1 to level 2
No.
is the hardest.
Yeah,
It was pretty
I can
intense.
bet.
It was intense back then too.
Everything. You just die from everything. Like,
The
oh, cool. I have
squads, oh my
7
god.
hit points. Oh,
Yeah.
damn it. Yeah, no, thanks for running the game. Like, great as usual.
Okay,
So
guys.
cool.
Thanks, Midas.
Yeah,
Have a
thanks.
good
Alright.
night.
Yep. Catch you next week.
You good for tomorrow, Gail?